Please consider subscribing if you enjoy our content and want to see more from us. Even the most corrupt, useless, and pitiful men can sense when a lady appears to be of low value. They can tell because of her body language, speech, and actions or inactions. The issue is that the majority of them are unaware of their own acts and how they are perceived. They simply do what they've always done, oblivious to the consequences of their behavior on the other person in the relationship. Low-quality women are quite easy to recognize if you know what to look for and how to assess them correctly. So, here are the top 10 characteristics of a low-value woman. Number 1. She is obnoxious when it comes to gaining attention. For her, no amount of care is sufficient. She is constantly trying to get people's attention and redirecting the subject to give herself the spotlight. She has the potential to be the most fascinating lady on the planet. But no one else will want to hang out with her as long as she's solely interested in herself. Number 2. If she solely concentrates on herself in dating and personal relationships, she will create unpleasant disconnects with the other person. She needs to be relating to the other person, which is why it's called a relationship. She is constantly free, and you can be allocated to her since she likes you. But if she's free all the time, and you barely know who she is, that's a first sign of a cheap lady who doesn't understand social skills or dating power dynamics. Why is this a low-value woman attribute? For the same reason that it is a low-value man feature. It conveys the fact that she isn't accomplishing much with her life. Number 3. She shares and shows herself excessively. We've all met the individual who delivers much too much information, as though it's her method of providing value. Unfortunately, what she needs to realize is that the information itself has no value. Instead, the worth lies in her and her man's connection and attractiveness. She doesn't need to rely on information to make genuine, profound connections. It'll all come back to bite her. Depending on how close and intimate the relationship is, information will be perceived in a variety of ways. So, by providing too much information, she may unintentionally prevent a deeper relationship from emerging and, metaphorically speaking, shoot herself in the foot. It's like that one arm who constantly delivers the worst Christmas gifts, but she still thinks you'll like and value it. Information is inexpensive. The excellent stuff is found in connections. When the correct quantity of connection is present, information will emerge. Number 4. During the date, she is glued to her phone. Sure, most millennials do this, but not the ones who grasp basic social conventions. Constantly checking her phone indicates that she is out of touch with the world around her. If she does it in the middle of a conversation, it indicates that she is unaware of basic social conventions and decorum. But more disturbing is the lack of human connection. She's connecting with you, but she's allowing an electronic device to come between you two. And you thought it was other males who were the threat. Get up, welcome to the 21st century, and leave her alone with her phone. Number 5. She is unable to say no. We completely comprehend. It can be difficult to say no at times. It's difficult to turn folks down and possibly disappoint them. But also recognizing that when a woman says yes to others, she is also saying no to herself. And if she consistently disappoints herself, she will begin to lose regard for herself. She allows people to tread all over her personal boundaries by not saying no. And especially with men, this can be risky. A woman must first respect her own ideals and boundaries if she expects a guy to respect them. Saying no can sometimes lead to better interactions in the future. Before continuing with the video, we want to remind you to take a look at our other videos. You can find links in the description, or you can check the channel. And don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. Number 6. She has a low sense of self-worth. Others will not respect her if she lacks self-respect. Low self-esteem can present itself in a variety of ways. As if she's been unfaithful to you. She might be looking for comfort and validation. She might be on the lookout for someone to kiss her behind and give her approval and attention. But if she has any self-respect, she will not participate in any of this. Is self-respect vital? Have you ever met a woman who don't respect herself? Share your experience with us in the comments below. Number 7. She is bored all the time. Have you ever dated a lady who complains about being bored all the time? Then you should be aware that you don't want another one. Apathetic women are always free women, and women without passions are more likely to become bored easily. The majority of these women will gladly broadcast their boredom. This is due to a lack of experience with having their own life, and having other low-quality men take responsibility for their problems. They want men to entertain them in some way. These low-quality ladies don't realize how unappealing chronic ennui is, since they don't realize it's a symptom of deeper difficulties and personality faults. Being uninterested, she claims, among other things, that she needs continual external stimulation, that she is unable to make herself happy, and that she has no control over her life. She is unable to stick to anything because she lacks fortitude. She has no personal ambitions, goals, or passions. If you're in a relationship, she'll blame you for her boredom and demand that you do something to alleviate it. Number 8. Her body language and walk indicate that she is of poor worth. The way she feels on the inside is reflected on the outer. When a woman lacks self-esteem, it manifests itself first on the outside. The problem is that her mental and emotional states are inextricably linked to her physical body, so she can never entirely conceal them. She is an emotional being, as evidenced by the way she holds her head, shoulders, eyes, hips, and walks. All of these small details that they don't ordinarily notice to demonstrate who she is. In the way they hold their bodies, high-value men and women exude energy. It's as though they have a higher frequency of existence. Low-value men and women hold their bodies as though they are bereft of energy, draining it from the space around them. The good news is that once she is aware of her posture, body language, and gait, it is quite simple to correct them. Number 9. She doesn't have any interests or passions. Some ladies appear to take satisfaction in doing nothing but sleeping and 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 sleeping. Those women are at a standstill in their personal development. However, as they are more likely to go backward, that may be a positive exaggeration. And if you're reading this, you're definitely striving for something more in life. She enjoys whatever he enjoys. Some of these ladies with no personal interests rub shoulders with apathetic women, and they try to fit in with whomever they're with. This style of woman will appeal to inexperienced males. Sexual availability and control are communicated to these women as symbols of submissiveness. However, for most men with choices, this isn't appealing. Number 10. To keep him around, she sleeps with him too early. Women must understand that physical intimacy means different things to men than it does to them. It's more than just an issue of upbringing. It has to do with biological distinctions. Men are hardwired to have physical contact without love as their default setting. It's far more difficult for women to distinguish between the two. If a woman sleeps with a man too early, she is unknowingly diminishing her own worth as a woman, according to a male's perspective. Even if he succeeds in pressuring her into physical intimacy, he will immediately lose respect for her. When the status of the relationship hasn't developed to the point when physical contact feels correct, everything is a test. Men expect high-value women to protect their bodies, which makes sense. What value does a woman place on her own body if she is easy? We have come to the end of today's video. With the information presented in this video, would you be able to spot a low-value woman, and have you ever met one? Share it with us in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it thumbs up and share it with your friends. That means a lot to us, and this way you are helping the channel to grow. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click the notification bell. You can check our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.